and welcome back. You look fantastic. I just dropped my pen. First of all, I'd like to apologise for the lighting. It's darker than when I usually do it, so I've got a light which isn't like a daylight. I can't see now, I looked right at it. It's not like a daylight bulb, so it's kind of yellowy and you can see the shadow and it's not nice. I look a bit red, actually. And also, I'd like to apologise for something else, but I can't remember what it was. We'll ignore that for now. There's probably something, I will probably remember it halfway through. But anyway, welcome to a video about the thing that I hate. There's probably a few things on it that you'll agree with that you don't like happening, but some of them might just be me. So welcome to 10 things that I personally hate. Number 1, biting your cheek or your tongue. Most of us manage to talk perfectly fine throughout the day without any facial injuries to the inside or outside of our mouths. So I'm confused as to why as soon as we start eating something we might be enjoying a little too much, we just have to chomp on the cheek and just take a chunk out of our tongue. Personally, I don't like to eat my food with a bit of blood in it, so I don't like this. It annoys me. Now obviously you could say, oh, you should be more careful when you chew. But sometimes you're not thinking about it. You've got something really delicious, you've just made this wonderful pizza, it's got the perfect toppings, and you're just like, oh, I want to eat this pizza so bad. And you put it in your mouth, you start chewing, and then suddenly searing pain all through your mouth. It's like life doesn't want you to enjoy food sometimes. It's like, oh, you've got something delicious. Well, have some pain to go with that scrumptiousness. Next, technology not working when it should, or how it should, with no obvious reason. Now an example of this is when I was rendering videos on my old laptop and suddenly it would just say, not responding, or pause, and just never resume. Or when it would finish and I'd be all like, yeah, it's finished, I can check it and upload the video, it'd have no audio, or half the visuals would be gone. Just do the simple tasks I've asked you to do. I'm your master! Next, which is kind of relating to the biting of the cheek, but it's not, if you know what I mean. It's kind of the same thing, but it's not. It's not in your mouth, it's on your foot. When you stub your toe, walking is relatively easy, okay? I do stumble occasionally, but how is it that we can just be walking and we don't judge the distance between furniture, right? And you just got the little toe and it just sticks out a little bit too much and you just break it off. Not nice. It's like the little toe just goes against you sometimes and just kind of sticks out when you walk past some of your otherwise loyal furniture. I don't understand what I've done to my little toe to deserve this kind of treatment. Number 4! When you have something really cool to say, and I mean, let's be honest, I often have a very, very large amount of cool things that I'm going to say to people and people want to hear. Now if I'm thinking of a conversation or something to say to someone and a little golden nugget floats up into my noggin, if I'm going to then say it and just completely forget what it was, you get that feeling of, oh, I was going to say something really cool. I'm going to tell someone, what was it? What was it? It was really cool. It was really cool. And then you hate your brain because you could have been the star of this conversation. You could have brightened their conversational moment with words because I seem to be good at those. But you've forgotten it. Sometimes you do think of it later, but because you've said to them, oh, I thought I had something really good to say, but now it's gone, I will tell you if I remember it. Their hopes will be up here. And then you tell them, and then they'll be kind of like, that was alright, it wasn't as cool as you made out, just like everything else. Next on the list, my teeth. Moving on. People who speak like everything is obvious. Firstly, what if you are wrong? Consider that. Also, even if you are right, what if the other person had just made a little mistake or they honestly didn't know? You are going to make them feel like utter shit. If it's any one of these reasons, they just don't count as good reasons to talk down to someone, so just stop. God. Number something. 7, 6, I don't know. People who are genuinely mean to other people for no reason. Okay, having a laugh with someone, having a bit of a joke at them, you know, banter, as the kids call it, it's alright, you can do that, that's fine, but when you proper just rip someone apart, when they haven't done anything or they don't deserve it, even if it's true, okay, because, let's be honest, some people are stupid. You may be lucky enough to actually say that to someone who can either give as good as they get or just laugh it off. But here's a little newsflash, not everyone's like that. Some people will take it to heart and they will be really disheartened from what you've said. And also, if you do it as a way of making yourself feel better because you feel so crappy about yourself, you think, oh, I'll make you look like so I get risen, I can't speak, risen up a little, then I pity you, like, a lot. Number 8, the console wars. How everyone's like, oh, I love PS3, oh, I love Xbox 360, now PS4 and Xbox One, but, you know, nobody likes either of them. Why does it matter? It is a machine that someone has built that so that you can play games with your friends and be happy and enjoy time and just waste it. But to have a go at someone for liking a different console than you is just ridiculous. I mean, you're supposed to have fun, not create wars out of it. And besides, everyone knows that PCs are the best. Anyway, so stick that up your HDMI cable. Here's something that annoys me slightly less, but in the moment it really annoys you, because it can often be corrected or changed by yourself. It is buying something that doesn't match the description. Now I want to give a little personal example of what happened to me recently. I recently got my girlfriend's Kindle, so I've been getting books left, right and centre. And I do sociology at university, so I thought, oh, I'll have a look for some sociology books. I came across this one by Hill Harper, who's a guy in CSI New York. The description and the title on the Amazon page, the bookstore, was how men and women can rebuild relationships, go back to like loving each other, you know, that sort of thing. Which works really well because I'm doing a dissertation on sexism. So I thought, oh, that's very well. It was £8, I knew it was £8, so I thought, right, I'm gonna get it. The reviews were good and everything, I thought it would be really helpful. So I bought the book. On the front cover it said exactly the same, how men and women can rebuild relationships. I get to the first page and the book isn't just about how men and women can rebuild relationships. It's specifically how black men and women can rebuild relationships. Now my dissertation isn't that specific, it's on everything. So I expected every man and woman, how any person can do this, but it's not what it said it was. So I now have a book that I'm gonna read, but it's not what I wanted, and it's not what it said it was. Finally, in my wonderful video of tiny little rants that aren't really rants, it's just things I don't like, is number 10, when I break something I really love. I remember when I was in, I think it was first school, I had this little sandstone owl with a baby owl in the centre, and I loved it. I love owls, I have a big collection, and I took it to school for show and tell, and then someone knocked it off the table, and it smashed, and I was devastated. Now, I mean, it's a simple thing, it's just a toy owl. It wasn't a toy, obviously, it was a decoration, but I got so upset. And even back in middle school, when we got 3 credits, we'd get a special bookmark. I've had that bookmark for years, and recently one of the tassely bits on the end, it bent, and it's out of shape now. And I was so upset with myself. I thought, why? I could have easily not done this, but it happened, and I was upset. But then got over it because it's a bookmark, and how silly can I be? Anyway, those are the 10 things that I could think of to talk about that I hate. So, yeah, I'm not normal. Unless, of course, you hate all those things, in which case, hey, I'm one of you. So that's all I wanted to talk about really. I'm going to France tomorrow, that's a thing. I'm still working on doing the body and leg wax for charity. I'll set that up soon. And I've got a few more videos planned to be rocking out in the next few weeks, so yay! He's actually doing something with his channel. Thanks for watching. Bye. I've had that bookmark for years, and excuse me. Oh, I'm very sorry.